You've already sent an offer to Canelo.
I give him the offer. If he's smart, he will accept it.
What do we think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean...
$100 million? I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
150.
150?
As you guys heard, when a reporter asked Canelo Alvarez, I heard Turkey sent you a lucrative offer of $100 million. Canelo said, I want $150 million. Basically saying, $100 million to fight Crawford is not enough. He wants $150. Then later on that same day, Canelo Alvarez started mocking Turkey. The reason why Canelo started doing that is because he knows Turkey is only interested in making the best versus the best fights come to fruition, which clearly that's not on Canelo Alvarez's calendar, and that's why him and Turkey are not seeing eye to eye. Turkey already came out revealing that he's not interested in making easy fights, which that's exactly what Canelo Alvarez is doing. I think the best way to label Canelo Alvarez fights as of late is really exhibitions. They are not fights since we already know the results for his fights. Floyd Mayweather exhibitions are more competitive than Canelo Alvarez fights as of late. You see, Canelo doesn't want to fight the best in his division, aka Benavidez or David Morrell, nor he wants to fight Crawford for $100 million. Think about that. Canelo turned down $100 million, his biggest payday by far, to fight a welterweight. Nor he's willing to fight Benavidez and David Morrell. Now, Canelo excuses get more pathetic and pathetic by the day. First, it was, you a horrible fighter. Then it was, you ain't never fought nobody. You only beat one champion. That's what Canelo told Benavidez. Ironically, fast forward to this day, Canelo is fighting someone who never fought anybody, who never even became a champion before, aka Edgar Berlanga, Ryder, Munguia, Rocky Fielding, Avni Yildirim. In fact, Edgar Berlanga, the guy who Canelo is fighting next, he already lost to two contenders, and he got a gift decision against Angulo. Plus, he already got dropped, and that fight he really lost. That's who Canelo Alvarez is choosing to fight. Everything Canelo Alvarez was telling Andre, David Benavidez in order to duck them applies to the cherry picks that he is fighting today, which that's the ultimate hypocrisy. To all of the Canelo Alvarez fans that stay defending Canelo for everything, I want you guys to answer these questions in the comment section below. And if you guys see the Canelo fans ignoring the questions to troll in the comment section instead, then I want you guys to ask the Canelo fans these questions. Out of these fighters I'm about to name, who qualifies to be labeled as a horrible fighter? David Benavidez, David Morrell, Terence Crawford, or Edgar Berlanga? We all know what time it is. That's a rhetorical question. Out of these fighters I'm about to name, who did not fight anybody? David Benavidez, Crawford, or Edgar Berlanga? We already know the answer to that question. We know Benavidez beat Andre and Caleb Plant just last year on pay-per-view. But who did Edgar Berlanga beat? We know Crawford beat Errol Spence, Madrimov, Benavidez, Sean Porter, Kell Brook, Postal, Gamboa. I mean, I could go on and on and on. But the million-dollar question is, who did Berlanga beat to earn or deserve a Canelo fight, especially over fighters like Benavidez and Crawford? Lastly, out of these fighters I'm about to name, who became a champion before? Benavidez, Crawford, or Edgar Berlanga? That's a rhetorical question. You see, I just proved to you guys all of the excuses Canelo Alvarez be making in order to justify why he's ducking are exactly the type of fighters he goes after. The horrible fighters, the fighters that never fought anybody, the fighters that never became champions, like Avni Yildirim, Rocky Fielding, Edgar Berlanga, Ryder, Chavez Sr., etc., etc., etc. I can go all day. These are the top of horrible fighters that never fought anybody that Canelo Alvarez goes after. And if you happen to actually not fit the description of being a horrible fighter, if you happen to be a good fighter that actually fight the best, then Canelo will duck you like he does to David Benavidez, David Morrell, and Crawford. This is Canelo Alvarez Hypocrisy. No ducking, no life motto by Canelo Alvarez. You see, Canelo be switching up his excuses by the day, as if everything he said is not on tape. Like I said before, Canelo said, I will never fight you because you a horrible fighter. Then he told Benavidez, you a champion, but you fought nobody. That's what he told both Andrade and David Benavidez. He told Benavidez, go prove yourself. Fight somebody. You only beat one champion before. After that, he came out with a Mexican excuse. I don't fight Mexicans. He's a Mexican. That's why I don't want to fight him, because I represent Mexico. But he fought Chavez Sr., Josecito Lopez, Angulo, and even recently, Munguia. So whatever happened to that? I don't fight Mexicans. Did you guys really thought we forgot? Like Terence Crawford said, Canelo Alvarez has been fighting little fighters his whole career, from the Cotto brothers to Floyd Mayweather to Amir Khan to Josecito Lopez to Jermell Charlo. He fought plenty of fighters that had to move up 2 weight divisions. All of a sudden, when it came to fighting Terence Bud Crawford, the most accomplished fighter since Floyd Mayweather that Canelo fought, now Canelo want to make up excuses about, oh, I'm not going to get my credit because they're going to say he too small. But he didn't say that when he fought all of the little guys he fought before. Ricky Hatton brother, Cotto and his brother, Amir Khan, Jermell Charlo, Josecito Lopez, etc., etc., etc. And none of them were the undisputed pound-for-pound #1 like Crawford is today outside of Floyd. More importantly, none of them brought him $100 million payday guaranteed like Crawford is today. Canelo Alvarez's biggest payday till this day. Even then, Canelo still turned down the fight. If it sounds like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, if it moves like a duck, you best believe that's a duck. After Canelo ducked Crawford for $100 million, he started mocking Turki for giving him his biggest payday. Canelo is mad at Turki for him not having the cojones to fight a welterweight. What Turki really should do is come out with a documentary to document all of the ducking and the cheating done by the duck of boxing, Canelo Alvarez. Respectfully, I think that will be a game changer to show the world what we don't want in the sport of boxing anymore is a person that ruins the sport like Canelo Alvarez, who doesn't give the fans the fights that they want to see. Instead, he stayed cherry picking. Even then, Canelo lost in a cherry pick gone wrong, running from Benavidez all the way to Bivol. Now the Canelo fans want to come up with new excuses. Like, oh, Canelo doesn't want to fight Crawford for $100 million because he don't like Turki. So why that didn't stop him from fighting Munguia? Remember, Canelo doesn't like Oscar De La Hoya even more. Then how come he fought Munguia though? His last fight? That's a rhetorical question. Another excuse getting debunked by Canelo fans. Just like the old media narrative that they created with Canelo can fight whoever he wants. That's right, Canelo can fight whoever he wants. However, with his position, instead of fighting the best, he chooses to cherry pick. And that's why Canelo is the duck of boxing. There is no political reason whatsoever to why Canelo is ducking Benavidez, David Morrell, Crawford, etc., etc. Absolutely not. There's no reason why Canelo didn't fight Bivol in a rematch, except him not having the cojones. Like Mike Tyson said, Canelo lacks heart. There's no secret, Canelo have always been in position to fight whoever he wanted. However, he's been cherry picking his whole career, fighting smaller guys, weaker guys, instead of fighting the best. If Terence Crawford was in Canelo position, his resume will be as good as Floyd, if not better. And that's what makes Canelo the ultimate duck in the sport of boxing. He will be remembered as the pinnacle of ducking in the sport of boxing. I'm telling you guys, if Turki want to put an end to cherry picking in boxing, he should make a documentary on all of the cherries Canelo fought in his career and all of the ducking he did in his career. That's the best way to end it. Or at least that will be the beginning of the end of cherry picking in boxing. We all know Canelo has the complexion for the connection to get the ultimate protection. The irony of it all, even then, Canelo stayed contradicting himself left and right. First, he said Crawford is an easy fight, but he doesn't want 100 million for an easy fight to fight a welterweight. Then when a fan asked Canelo, you said Benavidez brings nothing to the table, then why you want 200 million to fight him? Canelo responded by saying, well, it's because that's a risky fight. Benavidez brings 25 pounds more. So he's attributing the risk to the weight. Then the $1 million question, how come Canelo wants nearly the same amount of money? He wants 150 million to fight a fighter who's 25 pounds less than him, a welterweight in Terence Crawford. And he don't even want 100 million to fight him, his biggest payday. That's another rhetorical question. I guess if there's no ducking, there's no life in Canelo. With the opinions out of the door and the facts laid out on the table, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. And answer those questions, Canelo fans. We know the truth hurts. Subscribe below and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So what's the reason for wanting the 200 million?
No, obviously he's a risk. He's a great fighter, and plus he bring to the ring the fight night. He bring 25 pounds more than me, so it's a risk. But I don't care about that. If the money is right, I can beat tomorrow that guy.
What do we think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean,
$100 million. I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
150.
150?
Now I saw after the end of the Crawford fight, the how they call him, the excellency, Turkey, his excellency, the Sheikh said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Fine.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, hands down.
That'll work. So if yeah, you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in, because I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight, and he don't move that much now. So if the money is right, I mean, why not? I know in his mind he think he can do whatever he wants because he's very talented fighter. He's a very good fighter. I like how he fight, but that's why there are weight classes.
What do you think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean,
$100 million. I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
150.
100.